We're going to start making our pecan pie cheesecake by adding a sleeve of graham crackers and a cup of toasted pecans to our food processor. Process into crumbs. Pour the crumbs into a 9-inch springform pan. I like to line the bottom of my pan with parchment paper to make it easier to remove later. Add melted butter. Stir the crumbs and melted butter together to coat and then press to form a crust. Bake for 10 minutes to set the crust before moving on. Now it's time to make the cheesecake filling. Make sure your cream cheese is nice and softened before you get started. Beat it well and make sure there are no lumps before you move on. Then add a can of sweetened condensed milk. I like to add it slowly to make sure that the filling is nice and smooth and creamy. Make sure to stop and scrape the sides of the bowl several times along the way. The more liquid you add, the harder it is to get rid of any lumps that might be hiding, so be sure to go slow and scrape the sides frequently. Once the can of sweetened condensed milk is fully incorporated, go ahead and start adding your eggs. Add them one at a time and mix until just combined. Once you start adding your eggs, you don't want to incorporate too much air into the mixture, so just keep it on low or medium low and stir until each egg is incorporated. When your cheesecake batter is ready, pour it into the prepared crust. Give the pan a few good taps on the counter to let any air bubbles out. Now it's time to make the pecan pie part of this cheesecake. Start by melting butter in a large skillet. Add brown sugar and stir to coat. A little bit of heavy cream is added next. Now we're going to let this mixture come to a boil. When the mixture comes to a boil, turn off the heat and add pecans. I used pecan halves this time, but I would use chopped pecans next time. Go ahead and stir them in and add some vanilla. Doesn't that look so gooey and delicious? Pour the pecan pie mixture over your cheesecake and then give it a few little swirls to incorporate it into the cheesecake. You don't want it fully mixed, just swirled throughout. I prefer to not use a water bath for my cheesecakes. I cook them at a low temperature for a long time to let them cook thoroughly. Then I let them cool slowly at room temperature before moving them to the refrigerator to chill. Now it's time to take the cheesecake out of the pan. I used a plastic knife to quickly release the edges of the cheesecake from the pan in case any places were stuck. Then take off the edge of your springform pan and use the parchment paper to help you remove it from the bottom. A large spatula inserted between the bottom of the cheesecake and the parchment paper will help you to move the cheesecake onto your serving platter. Doesn't that look so good? And there we have it, a pecan pie cheesecake. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.